Welcome back to the deep dive. It is great to have you with us.
It's great to be here.
Today, we are shifting gears pretty significantly, actually.
They are.
Usually, we're taking a massive stack of articles on AI or climate change or, some piece of history, and we're distilling them into a narrative.
Right, trying to find the signal in the noise.
Exactly. But today, our source material is the English language itself. We're doing a dedicated masterclass.
It is a bit of a departure for us, but I'm really looking forward to this.
Me too.
We often talk about these, really complex concepts, but we rarely slow down to look at the actual tools, the words and phrases that we use to build those concepts.
That's such a good way of putting it. And the mission for this deep dive is very, very specific. We have a list of exactly 30 items. These are idioms and phrasal verbs that appear constantly in native English, but they can be tricky to master.
You really can.
And we aren't just going to read a definition and move on. We want to act as that patient English teacher you always wished you had. Right.
The goal is to upgrade your vocabulary, but to do it slowly, methodically, and really, really thoroughly.
We're going to dismantle these phrases. For every single item on our list today, we're going to look at the meaning, obviously.
Of course.
But we go deeper. We will look at the psychology behind why we use it. We'll look at 3 distinct examples of how to use it in real life.
Right.
We will look at the word family it belongs to, synonyms, the specific prepositions you need to make it work.
Which are always the hardest part.
They're always the hardest part, common collocations. And finally, the opposite meaning.
So I'm going to be the student here.
Okay.
I'll be the one making sure we don't skip anything, asking the dumb questions that everyone is actually thinking.
There are no dumb questions here.
And just making sure we apply this to real life. And you are going to be our guide, the teacher.
I am ready. We have a lot to cover, 30 items, so let's take our time and really get into the nuance.
Absolutely.
We aren't rushing. We want these to stick. Perfect. Let's jump right into part 1. We are looking at general interaction and experience.
Right.
These are phrases you might use at work, at a party, or just, chatting with a neighbor. Our first item is get something out of something.
Right. Get something out of something. Let's start with the meaning. In simple, calm English, this means to extract value, enjoyment, or benefit from a specific activity or experience.
Okay, extract value.
It's about the result you feel after doing something. But there is a nuance here. It kind of treats the experience like a resource.
That's interesting. So it's almost transactional, like I'm mining the experience for gold.
Exactly. That's a great way to think about it. It implies utility.
Sure.
You aren't just existing in the moment. You are taking something away from it.
All right.
Let's look at 3 examples to make this clear.
Yep.
Example 1. Even though the lecture was 3 hours long and the room was hot, I managed to get a lot out of it. This means the lecture had value for me. I learned something useful.
Okay, that makes sense. It justifies the time spent, even if it was uncomfortable.
Precisely. Example 2, and this is a negative one. I read that best-selling book on economics because everyone was talking about it, but honestly, I didn't get anything out of it.
So it was a waste of time for you.
A total waste of time.
Yeah.
It implies the activity was fruitless.
Got it.
And example 3 involves emotion. It's not always about information.
Okay.
She always gets a lot of joy out of gardening. Here, the something she is getting isn't knowledge. It's a feeling.
I see. So the something is a variable. It can be knowledge, money, or an emotion like joy.
Exactly.
What about the word family here? Where does this fit in the map of the language?
Well, the semantic field here is benefit and utility. We're talking about the return on investment of your time or your effort.
Right. Return on investment. I like that.
It's all about what you gain.
And if I wanted to sound a bit more formal, maybe I'm writing a report and get out of? Sounds a little too casual.
Good question. You could use the synonym derive benefit from.
Okay. Derive benefit from.
That is much more formal. I derive significant benefit from the seminar, or simply gain from. But in conversation, get something out of is what you'll hear 99% of the time.
Now, prepositions seem tricky here. It's strictly out of, right? You can't say get something from something.
It is rigid. In this idiom, you get something out of an experience. You don't get something from it in this specific structure.
Why is that?
Well, the out emphasizes that idea of extraction we talked about. You're pulling it out of the experience.
Got it. And collocations, what words naturally sit next to this phrase?
You will often hear qualifiers of quantity, so get a lot out of it, get a huge amount out of it. Or, on the flip side, the negative, get nothing out of it.
Get very little out of it.
Exactly.
And finally, what is the opposite?
The opposite sentiment would be something like, it was a waste of time, or it was pointless. If you get nothing out of it, the transaction failed.
Okay, that is super clear. It's all about value. Let's move to the next one.
Let's do it.
This is a very, very common one, but I think people often miss the nuance because it sounds rude if you aren't careful. Go away.
Go away. Yes, a classic phrasal verb. And you are right to worry about rudeness because context is everything here.
Right.
It has two very distinct meanings. Meaning number one is to leave a place or a person. This is the one that can be rude.
Okay. The direct command.
Yes. And meaning number two is specifically to travel for a holiday.
So if I tell my boss to go away, I'm probably in trouble.
You're in a lot of trouble.
But if I tell him I'm going away, he might wish me a nice trip.
Exactly. Let's look at the examples to distinguish them. Example one, the rude one. I am trying to focus on this report. Please go away.
Ouch.
It's a direct command. It's blunt. You would only say this to, a sibling or a close friend you're annoyed with.
Right. Use with caution.
Extreme caution. Example two, the nice one.
Yep.
We are planning to go away for the weekend in August.
Oh, that sounds lovely.
It implies packing bags, booking a hotel, and leaving town. Totally different feeling. And there's a third, slight variation regarding problems or pain.
Oh, interesting.
I took the medicine 3 hours ago, but the headache just won't go away. In this sense, it means to vanish or disappear.
That's a good distinction. So it belongs to the departure family, but it can also be in the disappearance family?
Correct. The semantic field is leaving, exiting, or vanishing.
What about synonyms? If go away is too rude for that first meaning, what should I say instead?
You could say something much softer like, could you give me a minute? Or I need some space.
Okay.
For the travel meaning, synonyms are depart, leave, or vacation. And for the headache example, you could use vanish, dissipate, or disappear.
And collocations, what are the common pairings?
Go away for the weekend is the most common one for travel. For pain or problems, we often use it with wish.
As in?
I wish this problem would just go away.
Right. We've all felt that. And the opposite.
The opposite of going away is to stay, remain, arrive, or turn up.
Okay, let's look at number 3. I love this one because it sounds like an adventure, but usually it involves being uncomfortable.
It does.
Rough it.
Rough it. This is a fantastic idiom.
Yeah.
It means to live temporarily without your usual comforts. So no electricity, no running water, maybe sleeping on a hard floor.
Right.
It implies a certain ruggedness, a bit of a challenge.
It sounds like something you do when you are young and broke, or maybe rich and adventurous.
That is a perfect description. It's one or the other.
Yeah.
Let's look at the examples. Example 1. We went camping in the woods and had to rough it for 3 days because the campsite had no showers.
Okay, classic camping scenario.
Exactly. Example 2. When we first moved into the apartment, the furniture hadn't arrived, so we had to rough it and sleep on the floor.
I have definitely done that.
Yeah.
Eating pizza on the floor, using boxes as a table.
That is the essence of roughing it in a modern context. And example 3, for the other side of it. When I travel now, I prefer luxury hotels. I am too old to rough it.
Amen to that. I feel that deeply.
Me too.
So linguistically, this comes from the adjective rough.
Exactly. The word family is based on rough, meaning uneven, harsh, or coarse. So the semantic field is hardship or simplicity.
What are the synonyms for this? If I wanted to say it a different way.
You could say slum it, which is very colloquial and a little bit self-deprecating.
Slum it, okay.
Or you could say live simply or improvise.
And collocations, how do we usually hear this used?
You mostly hear have to rough it, which implies necessity, you have no choice, or quite enjoy roughing it, which implies you like the challenge.
Right, you choose to do it. And the opposite, which is my preference these days.
To live in luxury, live in comfort, or my personal favorite, be pampered.
Perfect. Item number 4, once or twice.
Once or twice. This is an adverbial phrase of frequency. The meaning is deceptively simple. It means a few times, but not often.
Okay.
However, the nuance is that it minimizes the importance or the frequency of the event. It really implies a very low frequency.
So if I say I've done something once or twice, I'm basically saying I'm not an expert.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It signals a lack of experience or a lack of regularity. You're downplaying it.
Right.
Example 1. I have visited my distant cousins once or twice, but I don't really know them well.
It creates distance.
It does. Example 2. I have eaten sushi once or twice, but it's not my favorite food. You're not an enthusiast.
Nope.
And example 3. I spotted a few errors in the text, but it only happened once or twice. This minimizes the problem.
It feels very vague, very non-committal.
That is the point.
Yeah.
It doesn't necessarily mean literally one single time or 2 times. It just means rarely or a handful of times.
Yeah.
It's a way to be non-specific.
So synonyms would be?
Occasionally, a couple of times, rarely, or more formally, infrequently.
And collocations, where does it usually sit in a sentence?
It usually sits at the end of a sentence. It happened once or twice, or I've seen him once or twice.
Mm.
It kind of creates a fading rhythm at the end of the thought.
And the opposite is obvious, but let's state it.
Frequently, often, regularly, or all the time.
Moving on to number 5. This is a great phrase for storytelling.
It really is.
If you want to sound like a natural storyteller, you need this connector. As it happens, or as it happened.
Yes, this is what we call a discourse marker. We use it to introduce a surprising coincidence or a sudden realization.
Right.
It bridges 2 thoughts with a little spark of surprise. It signals to the listener, hey, listen to this. Here is a coincidence.
How do we use it in practice? Can you give us some examples?
Of course. Example 1. I was looking for a plumber, and as it happens, my new neighbor is a plumber.
Ah, perfect.
See, it connects the need with the solution, as if by magic.
It adds a little flavor of luck or fate.
Exactly. Example 2. We were worried about the rain ruining the picnic, but as it happened, the sun came out just in time.
Happy accident.
And example 3. I need a screwdriver to fix this. Oh, as it happens, I have one right here in my bag.
It makes the speaker sound a bit lucky or surprise themselves. It's better than just saying and.
Much better. It emphasizes the randomness of the universe. You know, the synonyms here would be coincidentally, by chance, actually, or another great one is turns out.
Oh, turns out is good.
Turns out, my neighbor is a plumber.
And collocations.
You often hear it paired with, funnily enough. Funnily enough, as it happens. That's a very common, very British way to introduce a coincidence.
I like that. And the opposite. This seems like a tricky one to have an opposite for.
It is, because it's contextual.
Mm-hmm.
But the opposite idea would be deliberately or as planned.
Ah, I see.
As it happens implies chance.
Yeah.
As planned implies intent.
Okay, last one for this first section, number 6. Do your bit. This feels like a very civic-minded, very wholesome phrase.
It is. Do your bit is an idiom in the semantic field of duty and contribution. It means to make your individual contribution to a group effort.
Right.
You're doing your small fragment, your bit of a much bigger job.
So it implies that the job is too big for any one person to handle alone.
Exactly. It suggests collective responsibility. Example 1. We all need to recycle to do our bit for the environment.
Mm-hmm.
It acknowledges that my recycling alone won't save the planet, but it's my contribution. It's what I can do.
Right. It's humble, but also empowering in a way.
It is. Example 2. It's a potluck dinner, so everyone is bringing a dish to do their bit.
Classic potluck.
And example 3. The team stayed late to finish the project. Everyone did their bit.
So it's about not being a passenger, not just standing by.
Yes. Synonyms would be contribute, play your part, pitch in, or a great one, pull your weight.
And collocations.
Do your bit for the country, do your bit for the team, or the general call to action. Everyone needs to do their bit.
And the opposite, what do we call someone who doesn't do their bit?
To be a bystander, to do nothing, to shirk your responsibilities, or simply to leave it to others.
Excellent. That wraps up our general interaction section. That was 6 down.
24 to go.
Now let's move into part 2. The theme here shifts to something a bit more physical, a bit more active. Mm-hmm.
We are looking at travel, outdoors, and sports metaphors. These are phrases that often come from specific activities but have bled into everyday life. Let's start with number 7, off the beaten track.
I love this one. It sounds like the start of a good travel story.
It so often is. The beaten track refers to the path that everyone walks on. You know, the grass is beaten down by footsteps.
Right, the main road.
So being off, it means you are in a place that is isolated, quiet, and not visited by many tourists.
It implies discovery, finding something special.
It really does.
Yep.
Example 1. We found a lovely little village deep in the mountains, completely off the beaten track. It suggests it was hard to find and therefore more valuable.
I see.
Example 2. If you want really authentic food, you need to look for a restaurant off the beaten track, away from the tourist areas. In example 3, you can use it metaphorically. I take a route home through the woods to go off the beaten track and avoid the traffic.
So it doesn't have to be in another country. It can just be about avoiding the usual path.
Exactly. The word family here is clearly idiom, related to the semantic field of location and travel.
And synonyms for that feeling.
Remote, isolated, secluded, or hidden.
And collocations, how do we use it?
Usually go off the beaten track, get off the beaten track, or look for somewhere off the beaten track.
And what is the opposite? What's the beaten track itself called?
A tourist trap. Or you could describe a place as busy, central, commercial, or crowded.
Right. Number 8, in the open air.
This is a lovely adverbial phrase regarding the environment. It simply means outdoors, not inside a building.
But it sounds nicer than just outside.
It does, doesn't it? Unlike just saying outside, in the open air implies freshness, space, and breathing room. It has a slightly poetic quality.
It sounds healthier than just outside.
It does. Example 1. There is nothing like sleeping in the open air under the stars. It sounds romantic and adventurous.
For sure.
Example 2. The orchestra performed a concert in the open air.
So in a park or something.
Exactly. And example 3. I prefer dining on the patio in the open air.
Simple enough. What are the synonyms?
Outdoors, outside, or the fancy Italian phrase we've adopted in English, al fresco.
Ah, yes, dining al fresco.
The very same.
And the opposite is pretty straightforward.
Indoors, inside, or a more evocative word, cooped up.
Now, number 9. This one is very useful for managers or sports fans. It has 2 sides to it, at full strength and below strength.
Yes, this refers to capacity, usually regarding a team or a workforce. At full strength means every member who is supposed to be there is present and functioning.
All hands on deck.
Exactly. And below strength means you are missing people. Someone is sick, injured, or absent.
Can you show us the difference in a workplace context?
Of course. Example 1 from sports. The football team is finally at full strength with no injuries. That means the coach has all his options available.
Good news for them?
Very. Example 2 from the office. Due to the flu season, the office is operating below strength.
I know that feeling.
It implies struggle. We're trying to do the same amount of work with fewer people.
Right.
And example 3, a more serious context. The Army unit was deployed at full strength.
So the prepositions are really key here. You can't mix them up.
No, you can't. You are at full strength. Think of it like a level on a gauge, or you are below strength.
And they're direct opposites of each other.
Precisely. Understaffed or depleted are synonyms for below strength. At capacity or complete are synonyms for full strength.
Okay, number 10, kickoff or kickoff.
Ah, yes.
This is pure football soccer to our American friends, but we use it in business all the time.
All the time. We have a phrasal verb and a noun here. To kick off, the verb, means to start an event or a match. The kickoff, the noun, is the specific moment the start happens.
It implies a high-energy start, doesn't it? You don't really kick off a quiet reading session.
That's a great point, exactly. It implies action and energy. Example 1, the literal one. Match kicks off at 3 p.m. Example 2, the business one. We kicked off the meeting with the review of the budget. It sounds dynamic and proactive.
Right.
And there is a colloquial British usage, for example 3, which can be a bit negative.
Oh.
A fight kicked off in the bar after midnight.
Ah, so that last one is interesting. It means a commotion started spontaneously and maybe violently.
Yes, if things kick off, it usually means chaos or trouble is starting.
Good to know. What are the synonyms for the more positive meanings?
Commence, start, begin, or launch.
And collocation.
Kick off the meeting,
Yeah.
kick off the campaign, or asking, what is the time of kickoff?
And the opposite of kicking something off.
To conclude, wrap up, finish, or in sports terms, the final whistle.
Number 11, another one from sports. Lose the toss or win the toss.
Again, sports origins. This means determining a decision by flipping a coin. One side calls heads or tails,
Right.
but metaphorically, it refers to luck and fate in decision-making, when there's no logical reason to choose one way or the other.
But we use it in real life, too, not just on the cricket pitch.
We do. Example 1. We couldn't decide who pays for dinner, so we tossed a coin, and I lost the toss.
So you had to pay?
I had to pay. Example 2, from sports. In cricket, it is a huge advantage to win the toss and choose whether to bat or bowl. Example 3, they resolved the dispute by tossing a coin.
It's about accepting the randomness of a result. It's a fair way to decide something arbitrary.
Yes. Synonyms are simply flip a coin.
And collocations.
Let's toss for it is a very common phrase to resolve a deadlock between two people.
And the opposite phrases are just each other. If you win the toss, you don't lose the toss.
Correct. Nothing more complicated than that.
Number 12, get off to a good start, or a bad start, or a better start.
This idiom is all about progress and momentum. It means to begin an activity successfully or unsuccessfully if it's a bad start.
Right.
It emphasizes the initial phase of a project or a period of time.
It really sets the tone for what follows, doesn't it?
Exactly. Example 1. The team got off to a good start by scoring in the first minute. That builds confidence.
Sure does.
Example 2. I arrived late on my first day, so I got off to a bad start with my new boss. That initial impression matters a lot.
Oof, yeah, that's a bad start.
And example 3. Sales are up this month, so the year has got off to a better start than the last one.
The preposition to seems really important here.
It is vital. You get off to a start, you don't get off with a start. It indicates the direction of the beginning.
Good to know. Synonyms.
Start well, start poorly, or the vivid idiom hit the ground running for a very good start.
And the opposite.
The opposite would be about the end, to end on a high note or end on a low note.
Right. Number 13, on top.
This is a prepositional phrase acting as an adjective. It means to be in a winning position or in control of a situation. It's a very empowering phrase.
Is this always about being physically on top of something, like on top of a mountain?
It can be, but usually it's metaphorical.
Yeah.
It's about dominance or management. Example 1. Our team played well and stayed on top for the whole game, meaning they were dominant throughout.
Right. They were in control.
Exactly. Example 2, a very common one for work. I have a lot of work to do, but I am managing to stay on top of it.
That's a crucial one.
It means you are not drowning in work, you are managing it effectively. And example 3, after a long struggle, he came out on top.
Synonyms for that feeling of being in control.
Winning, in control, dominant or ahead.
And collocations.
Stay on top of things is the big one for productivity, or come out on top for a competition.
And the opposite. What does it feel like to not be on top?
To be behind, losing, overwhelmed, or buried, as in buried under work.
Last one for the sports section, number 14, send somebody off.
This has two contexts that are almost opposites in feeling, which can be very confusing.
Right.
In sports, a referee sends a player off the field for breaking rules. It's a punishment. But in general life, it means to say goodbye to someone starting a journey, and it's a celebration or a fond farewell.
That is confusing for learners. Context is absolutely key.
It is. Example 1, the sports one. He got a red card, and the referee sent him off. This is shameful for the player.
Okay.
Example 2, the travel one. My brother is moving to Canada, so we're throwing a party to send him off. This is affectionate.
A send-off party.
Exactly. And example 3, we went to the airport to send her off, waving goodbye as she goes through security.
Okay. Synonyms.
For the sports meaning, eject, expel, or dismiss. For the travel meaning, see someone off, bid farewell, or wave goodbye.
Collocations.
You often hear, get sent off. That's the passive voice for sports, or send him off with a cheer for the farewell.
And the opposite.
In sports, it would be to keep on the field. In travel, the opposite of sending someone off is to welcome, greet, or pick up someone when they arrive.
Great. Let's take a breath. We are nearly halfway through.
Doing well.
Now we move to part 3. Engagement, conflict, and participation. These are phrases about how we interact with others and with tasks, sometimes harmoniously, sometimes not so much.
Let's start with number 15. Take advantage of something or someone.
This is a tricky one because it can be a compliment or a pretty serious insult, right?
Correct. It is a real double-edged sword, meaning 1 is positive, to make good use of an opportunity, meaning 2 is negative, to exploit someone unfairly.
Let's see the examples to tell them apart. I think that's the only way.
It really is. Example 1, the positive one. There was a sale on, you should take advantage of the discount. Here, it simply means use this benefit.
Okay, that's straightforward.
Example 2, the negative one. He's rich and generous, but his so-called friends just take advantage of him.
Ah, so they're using him for his money.
Exactly. It means they're exploiting his kindness. And example 3, another positive one. The weather is beautiful. Let's take advantage of it and paint the house.
So the context tells you if it's exploitation or utility, and it seems like if it's a person, it's usually bad. If it's a situation or an object, it's usually good.
That is a very good rule of thumb. It's not 100%, but it's very close.
And synonyms.
Synonyms for the positive meaning. Utilize, capitalize on, make the most of. Synonyms for the negative. Exploit, abuse, use.
Prepositions.
Always take advantage of.
And the opposite.
To miss an opportunity or waste a chance. But when we're talking about people, the opposite is to support, respect, or help someone rather than use them.
Right. Number 16, come close to something or to doing something.
This is about approximation. It means to almost accomplish something or for something to almost happen, but not quite. It focuses on that narrow gap between success and failure.
So it can be a relief or it can be a disappointment, depending on what the thing is.
Exactly. Example 1, disappointment. He ran fast and came close to winning the record, but missed it by a second.
So close.
So close. Example 2, relief. I was so tired while driving I came close to having an accident. You're relieved that it didn't happen.
Definitely.
And example 3, your guess was wrong, but you came close to the answer.
Okay, and note the grammar there. Come close to having an accident.
Yes, this is a trap for learners. If you use a verb after to in this phrase, it must be the ing form, the gerund. Come close to doing, not come close to do.
Got it. Synonyms.
Nearly do. Verge on, almost, or narrowly miss.
And the opposite.
To be nowhere near or miles away.
Number 17, settle for something.
This is a phrasal verb in the field of compromise. It means to accept something that is less than what you originally wanted.
Yeah.
Usually because the ideal choice just isn't available.
It sounds a bit resigned, like you gave up on your dream a little bit.
It does imply resignation and pragmatism. You're being realistic. Example 1. I wanted a new sports car, but I couldn't afford it, so I had to settle for a used sedan.
A practical choice.
A very practical choice. Example 2. The union demanded a 10% raise, but had to settle for 5%. They compromised.
Right.
And example 3, a very simple one. There was no coffee left, so I settled for tea.
The horror.
The horror.
Synonyms for that.
Accept, compromise, make do with, or a more formal word, acquiesce.
And prepositions.
Settle for.
And the opposite. What do you do if you refuse to settle?
You hold out for something, or you insist on it. If you hold out for something, you refuse to compromise. You might say, I'm holding out for a better offer.
Right. Number 18, be or have something to do with something.
This is an idiom about relevance and connection. It means to have a connection, a relationship, or some kind of involvement with a topic or a person.
This is used constantly in arguments, isn't it? To shift blame or deny responsibility.
Constantly. Example 1, the classic denial. Don't blame me. This problem has nothing to do with me.
Right. I'm not involved.
Exactly. Example 2, a question. Does her new job have anything to do with computers? You're asking about the content of the job. And example 3, the argument was mainly to do with money.
It's a very vague way to describe a connection, isn't it?
Yes, it's deliberately nonspecific sometimes. Synonyms would be relate to, concern, involve, or be connected to.
And collocations.
You usually hear the extremes. It has nothing to do with X, or it has everything to do with X. There's not much middle ground.
And the opposite.
To be irrelevant, unrelated, or separate.
Number 19, take part in something, or on the other side, take no part in something.
This is in the semantic field of participation. To take part means to be active in an event. To take no part means to refuse to join. It sounds quite formal and decisive.
Okay, can we have some examples?
Of course. Example 1. She loves to act and takes part in every school play. She's an active participant.
Right.
Example 2. It is important that every employee takes part in the discussion. It's about engagement. And example 3, the negative. I disagree with this plan and I will take no part in it.
That last one sounds very principled. It's a strong statement.
It is. Synonyms would be participate, join in, contribute, or be involved.
And the prepositions.
Take part in, not take part at or on. This is a common error.
Okay, take part in, and the opposite.
To observe, watch from the sidelines, sit out, or abstain. Number 20, take apart.
This is a phrasal verb with two main meanings. Meaning one is literal, to dismantle a physical object into its pieces.
Okay.
Meaning two is metaphorical, to criticize an argument or person so severely that you destroy them. You dismantle their logic piece by piece.
Ooh, I like the metaphor. Let's see both.
Example 1, literal. The clock stopped working, so we took it apart to see if you could fix it.
Right.
Example 2, also literal. The mechanic is taking the engine apart to find the problem.
Makes sense.
And example 3, the metaphorical one. The lawyer really took the witness's testimony apart in court.
That implies the lawyer exposed every single flaw and contradiction.
Exactly. Synonyms for the literal meaning. Dismantle, disassemble, strip down. Synonyms for the metaphorical one. Critique, destroy, deconstruct, or analyze.
And the opposite is simple, I assume.
Yes. To put together, assemble, build, or construct.
Number 21, liven something up. This is about energy and atmosphere. It means to make something more interesting, more energetic, or more exciting. It suggests that the current situation is a bit dead or boring.
We all need this sometimes at a boring party or a long meeting.
We certainly do. Example 1, this party is boring. Put on some music to liven it up.
A classic move.
Example 2,
Yeah.
this soup is a bit bland. Add some chili to liven it up. And example 3, we painted the room a bright yellow to liven it up.
So it can apply to moods, food, and physical spaces.
Absolutely.
Synonyms.
What would they be? Enliven, energize, spice up, or animate?
And collocations.
Liven up the party, liven up the mood, or liven up the atmosphere.
And the opposite. What do you do to a party you don't like?
You dampen the mood, dull the atmosphere, subdue the energy, or, more dramatically, kill the mood.
Kill the mood is a good one. Okay, number 22, in return.
This is a prepositional phrase regarding reciprocity. It means as an exchange for something else. It highlights the transactional nature of an interaction.
Okay, so it's about a swap.
It is. Example 1. I walked his dog, and he cooked me dinner in return. It's a direct swap of favors.
Right.
Example 2, a question. If I help you move house, what do I get in return?
Pizza and beer, usually.
Usually. And example 3, he gave the company his loyalty and expected protection in return.
It really sets up an expectation of payback, doesn't it?
It does. It implies a debt. Synonyms would be in exchange, back, as a swap, or as compensation.
And collocation.
Get nothing in return is a very common complaint.
And the opposite.
To do something for free, gratis, or without condition.
Last one for part 3, number 23. Get the better of somebody or something.
This is an idiom about victory or defeat. Its first meaning is to defeat someone in a contest. But more interestingly, it's used when an emotion overpowers your rational mind.
Like when you lose control of yourself.
Yes. Example 1, classic. I tried to stick to my diet, but my hunger got the better of me, and I ate the cake.
The hunger won.
The hunger won. Example 2. He tried to stay calm, but his anger got the better of him, and he started shouting.
Right.
And example 3, the more literal sports, meaning it was a close tennis match, but she finally got the better of her opponent in the final set.
So the emotion or the person wins against you. It implies an internal or external struggle.
Exactly. Synonyms would be overcome, defeat, overpower, or the verb to best someone.
And collocations.
Curiosity got the better of me is a very common one, or my feelings got the better of me.
And the opposite.
The opposite would be to lose to, or if we're talking about emotions, to control, master, or suppress them.
Fantastic. We are on the home stretch. Part 4, commitment, impact, and logistics.
The practical stuff.
These are the practical phrases, how we sign up for things, move things, and stick to things.
Let's start with number 24. Sign up.
Very common online, this one.
Very. It's a phrasal verb meaning to agree to participate in an activity or organization, basically, to register. It implies adding your name to a list.
Okay.
Example 1. I decided to sign up for a gym membership to get fit. Example 2. You should sign up for their newsletter if you want to get updates. Example 3. He signed up with a temping agency to find work.
And I noticed the prepositions change slightly depending on the object.
Yes, that's a key point. You sign up for a course, an event, or a subscription, but you sign up with an organization or a person.
Good distinction. Synonyms?
Register, enroll, enlist, or subscribe.
And the opposite. What do you do when you don't want the newsletter anymore?
You unsubscribe, or you can resign, quit, drop out of a course, or cancel a membership.
Number 25. Make a difference to something or somebody, or make no difference.
This is all about impact and consequence. It means to have a significant effect on a situation or to change the outcome. It is a very, very powerful phrase in English.
It feels important when you say it.
It does. Example 1. Your donation will make a huge difference to the charity. It implies a positive, meaningful change. Example 2, the negative. It makes no difference if you apologize now that damage is done. This implies the action is useless.
Ouch.
And example 3, a question. Does the color of the car make a difference to you? Meaning, is it an important factor in your decision?
What are the synonyms?
Affect, matter, influence, or change.
And the prepositions?
Make a difference to, not make a difference for. That is a subtle but very important distinction that many learners get wrong.
Good tip. And the opposite?
To be irrelevant, change nothing, or be inconsequential.
Number 26. Fill something up or just fill up.
A very common phrasal verb. It means to make a container full. It's distinct from just fill, because the word up implies reaching the very top, a sense of completion.
Right. All the way.
All the way. Example 1, the car is almost out of gas, I need to fill up. Here, it's intransitive. The object, the tank, is implied.
Okay.
Example 2, he poured water into the glass to fill it up. And example 3, a metaphorical one for feeling full. We ate so much pizza, I am completely full up.
I know that feeling well. Synonyms.
Replenish, top up, or for food, satiate.
And collocations.
Fill it up to the brim, or fill up the tank.
And the opposite.
To empty, drain, or pour out.
Number 27, load up.
This is similar to the fill up, but it's usually about volume, weight, or digital data. It means to put a large amount of things into or onto something. It implies burden or bulk.
Like loading up a truck.
Yes, exactly. Or a computer. Example 1, they were loading up the truck with furniture for the move.
Right.
Example 2, at the buffet, he loaded up his plate with food. It implies he took a lot, maybe too much. And example 3, I need to load up the new software onto the computer.
What are the synonyms for this one?
Pack, pile, charge, or for computers, install.
And collocation.
Load up the car or load up on supplies.
On the opposite?
Unload or empty.
Number 28, stick to something.
This is the great phrasal verb, and it has 3 main nuances. 1, strict adherence to a rule or a plan. 2, limiting yourself to one topic in a conversation. And 3, the literal physical adherence, like glue.
So it's all about not deviating, not changing course.
Exactly. Let's see all 3. Example 1, perseverance. Diets are hard, but you have to stick to it if you want to see results.
True.
Example 2, about a topic. We are discussing sales figures. Please stick to the point and don't change the subject.
A useful phrase for meetings.
Very. And example 3, the physical one. The glue is sticking to the paper.
So the semantic field is perseverance, but also adhesion.
Correct. Synonyms are adhere to, keep to, persist with, or stay with.
And the collocations?
Stick to the plan, stick to the rules, or the wonderful idiom, stick to your guns, which means don't change your opinion even under pressure.
And the opposite?
To give up, quit, deviate, stray, or abandon.
Number 29, just 2 to go. Get from A to B.
This is an idiom regarding transportation. It refers to the basic act of traveling from one place to another. But here is the nuance. It focuses on the utility or the difficulty of the journey, not the beauty or the pleasure of it.
So it's purely functional travel, no sightseeing.
Exactly. Example 1, I don't care about style or speed. I just need a car that gets me from A to B. Pure function.
Okay.
Example 2, during the train strike, getting from A to B was a total nightmare. It focuses on the difficulty. Example 3, what is the simplest way to get from A to B?
Synonyms.
Travel, commute, traverse, or make a journey.
And the opposite.
To stay put, remain stationary, or go nowhere.
And finally, number 30, break your journey.
This is a lovely, slightly older-fashioned collocation. It means to stop somewhere for a short time during a long trip before you continue.
Right.
It implies the trip is too long to do in one go, so you break it into smaller pieces.
Like a layover on a flight.
Or just to stop for lunch on a long drive.
Yeah.
Example 1. We drove all the way to Scotland, but we broke the journey in York for the night.
Okay, stopover.
Exactly. Example 2. It's too far to drive in one day. We should break the journey somewhere. And example 3. We stopped for coffee just to break the journey.
Synonyms for that.
Stop over, make a stop, pause, or take a break.
And the opposite.
To go direct, travel nonstop, or to push through.
Wow, that was a marathon. 30 items fully dismantled. My brain is definitely full up.
It is a lot of information to take in at once. But remember, you don't need to memorize all 30 today.
Exactly. If you are listening, just pick 2 or 3. Maybe tomorrow you can tell someone you had to rough it because the coffee machine at work was broken.
Or maybe you tell a colleague in a meeting to stick to the point.
Gently, of course.
Gently. Language is a tool. And the more tools you have in your box, the easier it is to build exactly what you want to say.
That's a great way to end it.
And I'll just leave you with this final thought. Language is logical, but it's also wonderfully illogical. We say break a journey to mean stop, but we say fix a drink to mean make.
Huh, I've never thought of that.
Look for those patterns, question them, and play with them. That's how you really master it.
Thanks for listening to this Masterclass Deep Dive. We will catch you next time.